the high seas. Pisces, cast my line, now they're biting. Yeah, rocky coasts and lighthouses. What she knows now, I doubt it. Talk to me nice. I think your confusion starts with street lights.
Hello Aries, welcome to your February 2019 reading with me. Hello Aries. So February is all about your 11th house as Aquarius and your 12th house of Pisces. February is Aquarius and Pisces season. So the first couple weeks of February are going to be centered around your friendships and that collective energy. So you have a very collective 11th house as Aquarius, okay? So definitely there was a new moon there to set new intentions collectively, and that's community Aries as well. Aquarius is all about community energies and groups of people, social groups, the internet. So those things could have been relevant the first couple of weeks of February. And then after February 19th, we are moving into Pisces season. And Pisces is a very important sign to you, Aries, because Pisces represents your subconscious energy, your dream energy, your spirituality, that energy of sacrifice and surrender, okay? So things are going to take a very spiritual turn for you when the sun enters your 12th house of Pisces around the February 19th. We do have a Virgo full moon on that same day, so we are going to have a full moon in your area of health, service, job, your routine, your lifestyle. And I will have a Virgo full moon video, so you guys can check that out at the end of the month if you'd like to know more about that message. And other than that, Aries, we still have Mars in your sign for a little bit. Mars is about to conjunct Uranus. So Aries, you guys have Uranus energy and Mars. So that's a little bit of unpredictability. If you guys have been feeling like, things are just a little bit unpredictable, yet you want to charge forward, this is like charging forward and going to war and not really knowing the outcome. But Aries, you guys are the warriors, so even though things are a little bit unpredictable right now, Uranus will be entering Taurus soon, and Chiron is going to be coming into Aries too. These are things that you guys can research, and also just keep an eye out for different videos I'm uploading, because these are topics that I would really like to incorporate on my channel as well. So that's just a little bit there, basically just 11th and 12th house stuff. So your collective, your subconscious. We've got that new moon in Aquarius on the 4th of February, and then the full moon in Virgo on the 19th. So those are just some important things I wanted to mention at the beginning of your video. And happy Valentine's Day, you guys, this month in February. Aries, you guys, your birthdays is just around the corner. We only have Pisces season, and then we're going to move into spring. We're going to move into Aries energy, okay? So this is about clearing your subconscious before we do that, okay? Getting ready. You have a whole month to get ready for the sun to come into Aries and stuff like that. So there's going to be some things that you need to undo. There's going to be some things that you need to release, okay, from your subconscious. You might have certain dreams and stuff like that in February energy and in March. Other than that, you guys, I am shuffling on camera today. The last couple of readings that I've done over the last couple months, I've shuffled before recording. But I wanted to record with you guys today. So let's just go ahead here. I shuffled before I started the reading, and I got the Emperor card. So this is your ruling tarot card, Aries. Very strong authority figure, okay? This is also the card for fathers, so I'm not sure if you're dealing with any father energy. Some of you may have an Aries father. That would be ironic. For February, you guys have the Two of Pentacles, Aries. It's interesting. The Two of Pentacles showed up for Pisces a little bit. So there's something that you're juggling, Aries. You're trying to have authority over two different things, okay? Now, there's some financial stress going on here for some of you guys, definitely. Okay, you guys could be juggling two different careers, maybe a career from the past. Maybe there's two different ways that you make money, and this is starting to get a little bit heavy because there's some kind of financial completion, okay? There's some kind of career juggling energy or financial juggling energy. You're trying to remain upbeat, even though you're a bit stressed out financially, okay? Something needs to come to a completion here, okay? You're juggling too many people, places, and things when it comes to your family, when it comes to your home environment. You're just focus more on your long-term success, Aries, okay? So we definitely have the Two of Pentacles, juggling more than one person, place, or thing, okay? That's causing some stress, Aries. But, with you, I think you're just trying to control two different things, and it's starting to get a little bit, stressful. So I'm going to get you guys a card from the universe. So these are all messages from the universe. So we're going to get a card, and this is going to be something that the universe wants to say to you guys in February, okay? So this is for Aries, February 2019. Universe, what is your note for Aries for February 2019? Aries, February 2019. What is your message for Aries for February 2019? Oh, okay, well, we kind of had two come out there, but this is the one that came out, Pisces, Aries, sorry. You guys could be dealing with the Pisces. So this is, I go where you go. I go where you go, Aries. Tell me, are you finding that the occasional stranger has a crush on you? That for words we've almost mindlessly chosen, hearts broken too long begin to heal? That eyes sometimes well up with tears when it's time to say goodbye? Remarkable. Our findings exactly. Psst, your divinity is showing. See how the universe speaks in these cards? I love this. Is something the universe says. So Aries, I don't know if someone has a crush on you, or you know what I mean. Now I did want to say something here. In the Pisces reading that I just did, we had an Aries that was like, I don't know if you broke a Pisces heart, or if there was a Pisces who broke your heart, Aries. But it's really interesting. It said here that hearts broken for too long begin to heal. So if you're dealing with hearts that are broken for too long, that's beginning to heal. There could be some strangers, okay, that Valentine's Day energy. So it's interesting that Big Bold has a crush on you, okay? I go where you go. So there's kind of a following energy here. And then we had this card almost come out. You might not know it now, but you will. Think of someone very, very special to you. Now feel yourself bursting with love for them. Mentally shower, drench, and soak them in that love. Now mentally shower, drench, and soak yourself in my love. Now feel it always, the universe. You might not know it now, Aries, but you will, okay? So I don't know if this has to do with someone who goes where you go, or someone who has a crush on you, but you will know it, Aries, you just don't know it now. Okay, so let's go ahead and get you guys your reading for February 2019. This is for Aries. What do we have for Aries, February 2019? Okay, the first card out is the Page of Swords. So off rip, we're starting this message out with some kind of message, some kind of spy. I don't know if you guys are spying on people's social media. Maybe this is someone who's spying on you, Aries, keeping an eye for you. Could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio man, or a woman. It could just be a very emotional person. Someone that you've had emotional battles with that are still keeping an eye on you. What else do we have for Aries? Aries, February 2019. The Ten of Wands, another card that Pisces had. Okay, so we've got some Aries, Pisces energy going on here. We also have Virgo here. Some of you guys are dealing with burdens from a Virgo, okay? We have the Hermit. If you're not dealing with a Virgo, this is talking about reflecting on your burdens, Aries, and maybe isolating yourself a bit from people who, you know, put more responsibility on you and stuff like that, okay? Because there is some financial independence. There might be a single Virgo here that's connected to these burdens, all right? But we do have someone who needs solitude and isolation because they've been working too hard, okay? What else do we have for Aries? What else do we have for Aries? February 2019. Ooh, we have the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. And we have the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck, Aries. So this is that strong fire energy, okay? That Aries, Sagittarius, Leo could have new love coming in from a female fire energy, or this is just someone you're very attracted to. They're very passionate, very creative, okay? Female energy for some of you guys. Now this could be after some pain, okay? Maybe some of your mothers are involved, okay? But we have the Empress. Some of you guys, there is a spark here with pregnancy this month, okay? But Aries, it looks like you guys are gaining authority over your pain, okay? And there's this new love that's coming in to heal, this Queen of Wands, all right? That could be your energy or a person you're dealing with. So let's continue for Aries, February 2019. Aries, February 2019. Whoa, that is a lot of energy right there. So let me see here. I do want to show you guys this because look at, these cards just all came out together. Okay, and we have 3 knights with the sun. So this looks like 3 different messages, 3 different directions you want to go, 3 different people. We've got Pisces, Sagittarius, and Virgo. Okay, the only one you're missing is Gemini, and we do have Leo here. So there is Leo with the sun. I don't know if there's a child's energy involved here, or if this is just your happiness, Aries. But Jesus, okay, there's a lot of different direction. Okay, we've got happiness with the Pisces towards the end here, and then we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands that are charging forward to each other. So we've got, you know, some differences in movement here, right? We've got the Knight of Pentacles that's moving in kind of slowly. We got the Knight of Wands that wants to just rush in. That could be your energy, Aries. And we've got the Sun card. So these are like 3 different people that potentially make you happy. This has to do with romance. So the Knight of Cups, the Sun, the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. To me, this is like really deciding in how to move forward towards your happiness, Aries. Whether that means slowing down a little bit, whether that means charging forward towards your happiness very quickly. You know, I think you guys are going to realize with the sun's energy here, okay, the sun is going to light a direction up. We do have a water sign and a fire sign charging right towards each other with happiness in between. So this could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. If this is you, Aries, there's a water sign on the other end of your happiness. And it's time to kind of, you know, in the stagnance of you going towards your passion. This might be because of some kind of new offer that comes in, okay? That was really interesting, all those knights there, okay? It could be someone from your past, a second opportunity with someone from your past. Let's continue for Aries. Okay, yeah, we have the 8 of Wands coming out. So there's a very quick message coming in, okay, for February. It's probably someone who you still have love with from your past, because we have the 3 of Swords. So I don't know if you separated from this person or if there was some kind of heartbreak, okay? Could be Cancer, Pisces. Aries, you're secretly heartbroken in February, okay? You're secretly heartbroken and just waiting on something. You're waiting for your future to become more stable, okay? And we have a very secret heartbreak. I don't know if this was secret separation or, you know, just some secrets revolved around third parties, secret heartbreak, secret separation. But this is coming out for this 8 of Wands. So there's a message in regards to a broken heart coming in here, okay? And it looks like it's an offer of love. Someone is offering love to a person who feels very burdened, very heavy, okay? So what else do we have for Aries for February 2019? Aries. Oh, how did I know this? How did I know the devil was going to show up for you guys? We have the devil with the tower, okay? So these cards go together. I'm going to leave them together because they popped out so close together. I'll start interpreting that here in a minute. I don't know if some of you guys are dealing with Pisces, Cancer, Scorpios. Either they're in toxic relationships. Someone here is there's a message here about, hey, you know, things finally ended with that toxic person. Like, I am no longer stuck in that tower. Now I'm the Queen of Cups again, and I have something to offer you. Okay, there's some kind of message here, but Jesus Christ, that the devil in the tower, that's some heavy energy. We have the World coming out. Okay, so there's an ending to a very toxic cycle, a lot of karma. So there could be someone who's receiving karma this month, Aries. We got Capricorn here. I don't know if you guys have Capricorn energy that things are falling apart for. And again, we have this Knight of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles, okay? Knight of Wands and Knight of Pentacles charging in different directions. So Aries, it looks as if you could be dealing with a Sag or a Virgo, okay? But these 2 people are going in opposite directions. And I'm just going to go ahead and keep these cards, okay, because of the way they came out. They came out already once before. The bottom of your deck for this whole reading has to do with the anxiety that you're feeling, the nightmares that you're having in February, okay? The insomnia, not getting enough sleep. Basically just a lot of thoughts inside your head before you're able to fall asleep at nighttime, okay? Very interesting reading here, Aries. But let's just take it from the top, okay? And we'll just explain this as we go. We got the Page of Swords coming out first, okay? So this whole reading starts off with some kind of truth. I don't know if this is a spy, okay? I don't know if you're keeping an eye on somebody on Facebook, whatever, so social media. The Page of Swords can be a spy. Either you're spying or someone's spying on you, Aries. Keeping an eye on you. They're not really sure how to say what they need to say. But the Page of Swords, he's a very youthful energy. Like, this is a quick, maybe it's just a high, you know, like the Page of Swords comes in to say certain things very quickly, all right? But this is a message. There's some kind of truthful message in February for you, Aries. And it could be linked to the Ten of Wands, which is some kind of heavy burden that you're carrying around. Like, the truth is getting really heavy, Aries. The truth that you know inside is getting really, really heavy for you, Aries, in February. It really is, okay? This is like a burden. Like, the truth is a heavy burden to carry around, all right? So it's better for you to just say what you mean in February, or maybe this is someone else's energy that needs to say what they mean to you. But I feel like this is for you, Aries. This is about you speaking your truth about how hard things are getting for you. You know, finally being honest and speaking the truth about what is heavy for you. Like, what is it that you can no longer carry? All right, what is it that you can no longer carry? Because the Ten of Wands is the end to a very heavy cycle, especially because you have the World here. So there is an ending to a very heavy cycle, okay, in February. And it's going to start off with the truth. Maybe this is someone who speaks their truth to you, and that's heavy. Or maybe it's just very heavy for you to speak your truth, okay? The next card we have is the Ace of Cups. So we have new love here for you as well, Aries. But to me, this Ace of Cups is being given to a person who is working a lot. So just be very careful not to miss this opportunity of new love just because of the burdens that have you bogged down, okay? Your burdens, there's someone or something that's trying to come in and heal those burdens for you, okay? With this new love. This is new emotion that you can feel in February, whether it's love or a friendship or the birth of a child, or there's just some kind of new beginning emotionally that's going to come in after you drop this burden, okay? There's something that you know is over, Aries. You know it's over, and it's time to end that cycle and start something new, okay? Because it's getting way too heavy. The truth about this heavy cycle is getting way too heavy for you. And as soon as you drop whatever that person, place, or thing is that's burdening you, the Ace of Cups is going to come in, and it's going to be an opportunity from the universe to feel something new, a new spark of love and emotion. And then we have the Eight of Wands coming up after that. So with the Eight of Wands and the Ace of Cups, this is a love message. This is a love message that comes in very quickly. This is either you or someone else expressing themselves emotionally very quickly. It could be travel. I don't know if some of you guys need to travel a little while in February. This is like traveling for love, okay? This is like being hit by Cupid's love arrows, because these are all arrows. Okay, could be dealing with a Sagittarius with that metaphor there. But it's time for messages of love to come in after some kind of burden. I do see that there is some new feelings that you feel in February that, you know, you get this message or you send this message, Aries, your burdens fall, the cycle ends, and you start charging fast, passionately towards this person, place, or thing, okay? Like, you see a direction that your heart wants to go. And yeah, you're really liking it, okay? You're in February, there's some new messages coming in, okay? I definitely see a love message here. Now, we have the Tower and the Devil here, Aries. So this might be a message. Someone might come in and tell, I don't know if this is you saying this or if it's someone else, but there's someone in the situation who's dealing with a devil. Okay, someone is dealing with the devil's energy, which is temptation, addictions. Something is falling apart that was so toxic for either you or another person. I mean, this person was trapped in a tower with the devil. They were chained here to this person, place, or thing. And in February, things are going to come fall. Like, if there was anything that I would want to fall apart, it would be the devil. This energy needs to fall apart. This is toxic, a toxic lightning bolt that sends two people fall. Like, this is a toxic relationship. This could be a relationship you're in, Aries. It looks like a toxic relationship is finally ending. It might not be a toxic relationship. It could be just a relationship that you felt stuck in. It's a relationship that was built on a false foundation. It was more lust. It wasn't love, it was lust. So lust is falling apart, okay? A foundation you built that has been controlling and manipulative. It could be an addiction to a person. Whether it's you or another person dealing with this, Aries, this is linked to some kind of truth that comes out. There's some kind of message in February that you send or gets sent to you, and it's in regards to you know, something falling apart that was toxic and manipulative and controlling. And I love to see this toxic cycle coming to the absolute end, because right after this card, I mean, this was very karmic for this person. Whoever was dealing with this, whether it was you or someone else, Aries, they had to go through this karmic cycle, okay, to learn something, that to change. They had to go through this energy. You know, I don't know why people have to decide to be in toxic relationships, controlling attachments, okay, but this is falling apart, and it was a cycle that absolutely needed to happen before the two of you could get together. Okay, there's going to be love messages after this. Now, some of you are dealing with Capricorn. There could be a Capricorn linked to this energy falling apart. Okay, maybe you have Capricorn energy, but this is definitely a cycle that's coming to the completion. Okay, because we have the World. Could be dealing with Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, or Taurus. The World is a celebration. So after this falls apart, guys, you know, this is something that you're going to celebrate. Like, what an awful karmic cycle to go through for this person. I'm happy to see that this is closing, because that is exactly what the heavy burdens have been about. It has been so heavy dealing with this cycle, round and round and round and round and round, so many times, round and around. It's awful energy here, and I personally resonate with that. So I know all about toxic tower cycles. Like, goodness gracious, very, very heavy energy. Okay, a lot of heavy burdens are coming to a completion for you, Aries, and that's why you have to if it's toxic, let it fall. Okay, if there's anyone or anything or any place, a job, I don't care what this devil represents for you. It's temptation, it's manipulation. Let it fall, Aries. Let toxicity, this is a toxic tower. Let it fall. Let it fall. Let that false foundation fall, so that this cycle can end for you, so you can celebrate, and so that you can move forward passionately. Okay, we have the Knight of Wands here. This is Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy. Some of you guys are dealing with cycles with Sagittarius cycles, okay? But either way, this cycle is over, and it's time to celebrate the ending to this energy. You know, you don't have to carry this cycle around anymore, Aries. It's time for you to move forward, okay? The Knight of Wands is a messenger. You might have a passionate message to send somebody this month. It could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or maybe it's any sign. You just have a lot of love to offer. Like, this is you really wanting to charge forward in February towards love. Like, Aries is wanting love in February. It's that Valentine's energy. It's that Pisces season energy. It's almost Aries season. So you guys are really ready. Like, love is what makes Aries move forward in February. These new emotions are really going to spark passion in you, and it's going to light you on fire in a way that you haven't felt in a while. So you're going to want to, whoever this person, place, or thing is, this is what you're charging forward towards in February, okay? Because I feel like you've been slowed down for too long. I've been getting the Knight of Pentacles for Aries for a couple months, and you know, you guys don't like that. You don't like to be told to move slower. You don't like the on and the off, the stagnant. Like, Aries is like full throttle. Let's charge forward and not stop for gas. You know, like, let's go, go, go. No stop, go, stop, go. Like, the Knight of Pentacles is about working hard but moving slower. Okay, it's something that's been stagnant. So I see the energy between maybe a Virgo. Okay, we have Virgo here for some of you, in Sagittarius, but these two people are charging in opposite directions. Someone wants to move slower than what you want, Aries, and this is about you saying fuck that. Like, I'm moving fast because I see what I want. You know, there's been this message. There's going to be a message that starts all this off in February. Okay, and it's after some kind of burden ends. You know, and it's interesting. I go where you go, you know, and we had all those knights following you, Aries. So, you know, this is the difference between followers and lovers, you know what I mean? And this person is not following you. The people that slow you down and keep you in these cycles, they are not following you. They're haunting you. So you're being followed by this very stagnant energy, but you're leaving that Knight of Pentacles behind, and you're starting to move forward after these cycles come to an ending, okay? You're celebrating this, finally being able to move forward. Like, this is what was slowing you down too, Aries. All this passion, all this, oh yeah, see, it just reversed itself. So let's keep that in reverse for you, Aries. You have literally dropped this burden. That is a clear sign that you have dropped this burden. You're ready to feel new love. You're after you get out of this burden, whether it's a person, place, or thing, there's going to be messages, there's going to be travel. Okay, maybe some of you guys have been waiting to travel for a long time. Okay, you've been waiting for the money to be able to travel to this place. You've been waiting for the stability, waiting for, there's a Virgo message here. Okay, but either way, Aries, this could be a financial message you've been waiting to have. You know, I'm seeing lots of good energy here, and I love that these toxic cycles are over, absolutely over. You know, the burden of hanging on to something that you know is over, you're dropping that in February. And I don't know what it is that sparks in you guys, but there's a message of truth. You drop this burden. There's new love that comes in. There's new messages, a lot of messages, emotional messages, like this is how I feel. Oh, this is how you feel too. You know, this is how I'll always feel about you. A lot of love messages there. And that is what's going to send this toxic tower to a crumble. Okay, this new love that comes in for you ends that cycle, and you start moving forward passionately. This Knight moves a lot faster than this Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so you'll know who this person is because they go where you go. They want to go wherever you're going. So if you're moving somewhere, or if you're deciding to go somewhere in February, they want to go with you, Aries. They don't want to slow you down. They want to be at your side. This is about slowing you down, whatever this Knight of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy is. You know, we've got this Nine of Swords. So the bottom of your deck is telling me that this has everything to do with something that has caused you a lot of anxiety. The truth, hanging on to this burden of truth has caused you anxiety. This cycle with this toxic person, this toxic relationship, this toxic home environment, it has caused you anxiety. It causes you nightmares. You have nightmares about this person, place, or thing. You barely get any sleep where you're at. You know, this is time. It's time for this cycle of anxiety and toxicity and burdens to absolutely end. All you need is one more sword for this to be the Ten of Swords, okay? It's almost over. And here we have that other sword. We have lots of sword energy at the bottom of your deck. So this is telling me this reading has a lot to do with your mental clarity, Aries. Okay, this is having anxiety because there's something you want to say. There's something that you want. The truth is causing you anxiety, okay? And I think it's the truth that you know about yourself. Okay, there's some mental anxiety, but you know, Aries, this is all about victory. Okay, so you are going to be victorious, especially with Mars in your sign. This is going to help you go to war against this anxiety, and you're coming out very victorious. Okay, you're gonna gain mental victory. Okay, because you're cutting out people, places, and things that are linked to this anxiety. Okay, you're cutting out anxiety so that you can move forward in a victorious way. This is new truth. All right, a new mental beginning. All right, and then it's because of this argument, okay? It's because of this mental conflict and anxiety. This is what you're gaining truth over. You know, speaking this truth, it might cause other people in your life to be conflicted. There's these two people hanging out back here. So there is an energy of just not wanting to fight anymore, but you will if you have to. You know, like the Five of Swords is about laying down your sword. But it's interesting, you have the Ace of Swords here. There's lots of sword energy here. So, you know, when it comes to certain arguments, just speak your truth in February, especially in regards to love, because we have the Two of Cups here, Aries. This is another card that came out for Pisces. So, you know, I feel like you're done fighting when it comes to relationships because there's this newfound love that you're going to have in February. Maybe with a Leo, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, okay? But you're gonna have victory. I think some of you have conflict mentally and anxiety mentally over a relationship, over love, okay, connecting with someone else emotionally. Like there's just a lot of arguments and mental conflict when it comes to new love. You do have a decision to make. Okay, maybe maybe you're conflicted between two people. There's this person that you don't want to fight with anymore that you're in. Some of you are in relationships where you argue and you guys don't agree mentally, you know what I mean? Someone here is done fighting. All they want is their closure and their mental clarity. You know, they just want to say what they mean and mean what they say. And I feel like this is about moving on, Aries. Somebody here has emotionally confused you because they have too many options. One minute you talk to them, they feel this way. The next minute they feel a different way. So this is about traveling for love again. Traveling for love. Traveling for love. Okay, so we've got some lovers at a distance here. Where I go, you go. So, you know, there's some traveling here. And I feel like you may have to travel a distance, okay? Maybe you're leaving behind certain emotion in February, especially if it's this devil person. If it's this toxic lover, I feel like you're really deciding after a long period of anxiety, like the whole time you knew the truth, Aries. Like this is someone who's up late at night just knowing the truth, thinking about the truth, knowing what they need to say, you know, practicing even saying these things, you know what I mean? And in this conflict, arguments keeping you up at night, starting off with the Page of Swords. So you have your truth and this other person has their truth, Aries. And this is about relationships because we've got some arguments with the Two of Cups. And then finally, someone decides to emotionally, mentally, and physically leave behind it. Like this is the choice to stay with a person that causes conflict and mental anxiety, or to finally choose better for yourself, to get yourself to a better foundation emotionally. Like in the distance in this card, there's a lot more stable waters up ahead. Okay, so this is like making the, like if you're with somebody who causes your emotions to be unstable, Aries, you should no longer intertwine your cup with them. Like no longer engage in that relationship. Choose better for yourself. And maybe this is like, you know, maybe there's a new person that comes in and you're like really liking your connection with them. So you and that person decide to like travel and go somewhere long distance, okay? Like someone's being left behind here. But I don't think it's you, Aries, because you've got this new love coming in, okay? Right here by this Two of Cups. So this old person that you had toxic ties with and you had all this arguing, you finally say what you need to say to them. You finally cut them off, okay? And then you're able to move forward. Either you're leaving that person behind or this is a completely different relationship and you know you may have to travel for this person, but it looks as if you guys have an emotional connection regardless of the distance. Like this is someone who you have a strong emotional bond with. There's a lot of attraction here. You guys both have feelings for each other and you know there's new love here, and that's what sends you on some sort of journey. And it's really interesting that we had the whole crush thing and I go where you go, because there's a lot of travel in your reading. So there's someone who wants to go with you in February. So Aries, this is a very interesting reading. I do see that you guys are dealing with some anxiety, but I am happy to say that there's some toxic cycles coming to the end. You are definitely dropping a burden and cutting conflict out of your life. There's a new love here that you need to choose. This is about choosing new love, just like Pisces had. Choosing new love, new emotion. Okay, it's emotion that you can share with another person, place, or thing. And even traveling, okay? Because we have the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles with the Six of Swords. So this looks like, you know, different directions. You'll know, Aries, because the people you're meant to be with, they're going to go where you go. And the other people are they're going to be upset. They're going to want to slow you down. You know, there's been a lot of options here. You know, there's a decision here that has to do with happiness from the past. There is a soulmate. Oh, goodness. It could be a Pisces or an Aquarius. But there is a person that you have faith in this second opportunity with them. Like you have kept faith and hope that you'll get a second opportunity with them. And there's a love message here. Someone from your past makes you very happy, Aries. Okay, I don't know if it has to do with, some of you have a son, some of you have a child, okay? But if it's not that, then it's about your happiness from the past. Being a little bit confused about that, but choosing happiness from the past, or remaining single with your options open, okay? We do have a lot of options here that someone wants to keep open. And that's completely up to you, Aries. But I see new love. I see choices in regards to love. I do see a lot of, I see a lot that you need to speak out against, okay? You're going to need to use your mind and your own voice, your own clarity to help you this month, okay? Because this conflict and this anxiety, it's no longer healthy for you, okay? Those are the burdens that you are absolutely dropping in February. So hopefully this reading helped, Aries. Let me know by commenting, subscribing, and liking my video. If you guys resonated with this and you would like me to take a closer look at your personal tarot energy, then look at my description box and email me. I would love to do some readings for you, Aries, okay? So the next time we talk, I believe it will be the full moon in Virgo. I will have a video for that, you guys. So I hope to see you there. And if I don't, then I will talk to you guys in March when it's almost Aries season. Bye.